After 9 long days, we finally have a brand new episode of Pluribus on Apple TV, and surprisingly, it has given us a direct answer into that cliffhanger we were left off on in last episode. Let's talk about it. As always, this will include spoilers, so if you have not seen episode 6, favorite this, come back to it later. I will admit, this is not one of my favorite episodes of the season, but we did learn some very important information within the episode, as well as move the story along in a direction that I did not expect it to go, that I think has set us up for the rest of the season very nicely. We pick right back up with Carol in the moment at the end of episode 5, and she is making the discovery that we have all theorized and talked about over the last week. She is in fact looking at dead bodies underneath all of those tarps inside the cold storage unit, but rather than looking at full bodies, she's actually looking at bodies that have been cut up into pieces. Because of that discovery, she grabs her camera, starts to record everything. That way she can show all of the others what the hive mind is actually doing, but has the realization that she can't send this video clip off of the mail like she did everything in episode 5, so she packs her bags and heads to Vegas. That way she can show Diabate everything she found out. We then cut to Diabate, seeing him for the first time in a number of episodes, and this dude is living his best life. He is taking full advantage of the situation, recreating Casino Royale, being 007, playing high-stakes poker, having all kinds of women around him up until Carol shows up. And this is where everything starts to get really interesting, because as an audience, we're thinking that some big reveal is about to happen and a huge revelation for our characters and a change in the story. But as Carol shows up, before she can even start to explain anything, Diabate literally tells her everything that she was about to say to him and basically acts like nothing is going on. It's honestly pretty crazy how that all played out. I was really expecting it to be this like big moment that these two characters were going to start being on the same side, but that's not what happened. And because we were just as confused as Carol in that moment, Diabate put on a video that explained everything, and we got one of the coolest cameos ever in John Cena. In the simplest of explanations, the hive mind version of John Cena basically says that if they had their choice, they would be vegetarians because they can't kill living things. Living things, of course, include plants, animals, and people. And they had to find some other source of substance to fuel the bodies that they were inheriting. And because they can't kill, plus all of the millions of people who have died since the initial takeover, as well as events that followed, they realized that all of the unalived people could be that substance. It's obviously disgusting and terrifying at the same time, but at least it's not living people. It's just the people who have died from certain events. But it does beg the question if there is some type of catch or there's something that we're not seeing with this. Another important thing that we learn in this entire sequence is outside of Carol and Manusos, all of the other people who are not affected by the hive mind have been meeting on the regular to talk about things that are happening in the world, how they can fix things, and all of the other problems that they are facing. And that's obviously very important to know, but the most important thing walking away from that scene, as well as Carol's moment in the bathroom, is it looks like her feelings actually got hurt, that she's regretting some of the decisions she had made previously, and it's the first